What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with one of my favorite YouTubers, Dr. John DeMartini. Please subscribe, you guys, to his YouTube channel. I go to that man whenever I am looking for advice, honey, on, love, relationships, spiritual matters. Like, this man is a genius and he is an awesome public speaker. Now, he has this video on understanding betrayal, cheating, and affairs, and he has his own take on it, honey, okay? So this video in particular, you guys, that he made, it really reminded me of Melody, Martell, and Arionne. I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your damn teeth like, Miss Robinson, everything ain't about them. But it really let me see the other side of this, because we know in the Melody, Martell, and Arionne situation, Martell is looked at as the cheater, the liar, the deceiver, and that is what he is, right? But was there something deeper going on with Martell? Had he outgrown his relationship with Melody and just wanted something different? Now, we all know that he went about that in the wrong damn way, okay? Went down the wrong road, the wrong damn road. We all can agree upon that. But did something, is there a reason why that happened? Like, is there a reason why, people cheat? Okay, I told y'all I have cheated before because I felt like my needs were not being met. And, that was a long time ago. Some of you may have cheated. And, we all have our different reasons for why we have cheated on a spouse. So, Dr. John DeMartini, honey, he go explain, why you shouldn't feel so betrayed, when somebody cheat on you, right? He says that there is a deeper reason why a person always steps out. And it's not just about you and, they were looking to get back at you. And he also explains, why people have, these extramarital affairs, honey. Okay. I know Mr. Martell Holt, honey, would love this video, honey. Martell would be somewhere eating his popcorn, his gummy bears, drinking all the Pepsi in the world, honey, just soaking in all of this. He gonna be like, yeah, that man, he got a point. Listen to that man. Y'all know how Martell talks. So I'm gonna play the audio, you guys. I will be in and out with my commentary, and I would also like for you all to comment down below and let me know, do you get where John DeMartini is coming from with his message in this video?
You feel distraught because you just discovered that your boyfriend or girlfriend or spouse is having an affair, and you go, I can't believe this is happening. You're shocked, and then you are trying to deal with that and you don't know what to do. Can I share with you some really enlightening ideas that will make it a little different in your perceptions? The first thing I want to share is that there are no affairs. You're probably thinking, what? And if you're feeling like you want to label them a cheater, I want to enlighten you on something, because I think that's going to be really amazing if you get this. Everybody lives according to their highest values. Everybody lives by a set of values, and they always live by their highest values. They're only committed to that. Anytime you expect somebody to live according to your values, what's important to you, and not what's important to them, you're going to feel betrayed. Because they're not committed to you. They're committed to fulfilling their values. And if they're in a relationship to you, it's because there's some utilitarian purpose and you're somehow fulfilling some of those values. If they do not feel that their values are being completely met, whatever part is not being met, their eyes are going to be open, looking for ways to fill those needs, fill those values. People are never committed to other people. They're committed to their own values. So if there's any time you think somebody betrayed you, they didn't. Betrayal is not what somebody does to you. Betrayal is what you do to you by expecting them to live in your values and not theirs. Let me give you an example to put it in context. Let's say you're dating somebody or married to somebody, and they promise that they're going to do something to you. And all of a sudden, or do something with you. And all of a sudden you find out that they changed their mind and something else came up and they decided to do something different. You feel betrayed. You can't trust them. They're not being integral. They lied to you. And you feel like they're having an affair with something else, or you're not thinking that you're important. You got to realize that every decision a person makes is based on what they think will give them the greatest advantage over disadvantage, greatest reward over risk. And in any moment, if something comes along in their life, even though they said they were going to do something, but if something comes along and they believe that there's going to be more advantage doing that than disadvantage, more rewards than risks, they will literally go and do that. They're not going to do what they originally said. And the same thing in a relationship. If they feel that the rewards and advantages of doing something are more than the disadvantages and risks of doing it, they're going to go do something else. So if they're having an affair, as you call it, or they're cheating on you, as you call it, they're just simply trying to fulfill their values. There's nothing wrong with you or them necessarily in the equation. It just means that they're trying to fulfill their values. Now, if you want to reduce that probability, here's what you can do. You can empower your own life because you want to make sure that you're the best opportunity they can get. That means you got to give them more advantage than a disadvantage, more rewards than risks, and communicate in their values and fulfill their values. If you do, they're not committed to you, they're committed to fulfilling their values. And if you do that, they're going to stay with you. They're not going to have the affair, as you call it, because they're just a human being trying to fulfill their values. Now, if for some reason you feel hurt by their action, here's what you can do. Ask a simple question. How did it benefit you? What's the benefit you're getting out of them going off and being with somebody else or doing something else that you labeled the affair, that you feel was cheated, and you feel betrayed by? How did it benefit you? When the benefits of that are equal to the drawbacks, you're not hurt. And then you could ask, if they hadn't done that, and they just did exactly what you fantasized, and you lived and continued in your fantasy about how they're supposed to be, what would be the drawbacks? If you do the drawbacks of the fantasy of how they're supposed to be, and the benefits of what they actually did, you'll calm things down, you'll wake up and realize that they're human beings with sets of values, and so are you. And when somebody thinks and lives in kind of a storybook fantasy that once we got that ring, now they're supposed to always be loyal to me, again, you've missed the plot. That's not reality.
I told y'all about bragging about getting that damn ring, okay? Bragging about having some status, honey, over other people. I told y'all. It's delusion, it's fantasy. Some of y'all, go into debt just for one damn day, okay? Instead of worrying about the wedding day, worry about the marriage, having a good relationship. So, honey, I love how he breaking all this down. Come on, D. Martinez, honey. Look at me, D. Martini.
The reality is that they're a human being with a set of values trying to fulfill their values. If you help them fulfill their values more than anybody else that comes along, they're not going anywhere. But if you start forgetting that and have an affair with the children, it means you're putting energy on the children and not them. Have an affair with your fitness, it means you're working out, not giving them attention. Have an affair with your own business, because you're working on business and now not being focused on your spouse. Affair with your family, your personal, indirect, or direct family, or your spiritual quest, or some other area of your own life, maybe your education. They may feel that they're not getting certain values met and are going to find somebody else to fulfill them. Look at the cause effect in your own life and don't blame somebody and don't think that they cheated on you or had an affair on you. Go find out how it served you and know that they lived according to their values. And just know that somewhere in your life, whatever you see in them, you're doing in some other form. They may be having a fling with somebody else to fulfill a value. You may be having a fling with your children to fulfill your values. Look at where it is, own the traits, find out how it serves you, and don't sit there and become a victim of your history. Be a master of your destiny. If for some reason you don't grasp everything I'm saying, and even if you listen to this a couple times, listen to it again. And if you still haven't got it, come to the breakthrough experience. I help people every weekend. Every weekend I have people that blame people, think they had somebody cheated on them, having affairs. That's a weekly thing we see in the breakthrough experience. And I show you exactly how to solve it, how to dissolve it, how to wake up to a reality of how human behavior is, and not feel betrayed, not feel cheated on, and actually see it in your marriage. In some respects, you may find out that the very person that they had to fling with may be working for you and helping you along your journey. When you do, you'll be thankful and move on instead of victim of your history. So come to the breakthrough experience, and I'll show you how to transcend this illusion of blame and victim mentality associated with things of this nature.
Child, that man, honey, give it up for Dr. John Demartini, honey. Child, that just puts a whole nother spin on things, honey. Okay, so I want y'all to weigh in Miss Robinson's comments, honey. Let me know what you think about what that man had to say, honey. He made some really good points. Okay, he opened my eyes, right, in a different way of, looking at cheating and why people cheat. My whole thing, though, is I feel like you should always, especially if you're married, you should separate from your partner before, getting with someone else, right? I just feel like that's only right since y'all are legal, right? And even in your own relationship, you could tell somebody, if you're not sure if you want to leave the relationship, just say, I need some time to myself. And then go on and talk to who you go talk to and see if they could fulfill your values or whatever you are needing. But to me, you guys, he made some awesome points. And I really just want to hear your feedback and perspective on what he said, honey. Did Martell Holt have a point when he cheated with, his side chick, Arionne? Now, my thing with them is, because I've seen people cheat on a spouse, right? And then they ended up moving in and marrying that person, right? So I could understand him cheating on Melody more if he would actually follow through with Arionne on having a future with her. But to me, it just looked like you cheated for no reason, or you just cheated because you wanted to. Do you see what I'm saying? And I bet he regrets all of that now, right? But yeah, to me, what is the freaking purpose of cheating if you're not gonna replace that person? Do you see what I'm saying? Just make it make sense, honey. It don't make no sense, honey, to Miss Robinson. All right, y'all. Y'all get down in Miss Robinson's comments and weigh in on what my boy, Dr. Demartini had to say about the video. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am Girl Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.